News broke earlier today that the Body Shop, specifically the UK branch, are going into administration. Now, this obviously affects so many people, there's so many jobs, etc., at risk. But at the moment, it seems to be very much a grey area as to exactly what's going on. So I looked through a couple of little articles. I have some from Sky and from RTE. So let's have a little chat about this.
I can't even imagine what the employees are feeling right now because they're basically being told, hey, we don't really know what's going to happen. We're going to try and do our best and we'll let you know when we know, which, oh my goodness, like the absolute stress of this. And we're talking about 2,000 jobs. That's thousands and thousands of people that are being affected, not just the people in the jobs, but obviously their family as well. It's just so bizarre to think that such a staple cornerstone of the British high street is currently at risk. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I was a teenager and in my early 20s, the Body Shop was my first ever foray into beauty, skincare, hair care, etc. And I really enjoyed going there. And I find it really interesting that according to Sky, FRP advisory had been brought in to handle a restructuring process just weeks after the new owners took control of the cosmetics retailer. So if you don't know, the Body Shop was founded back in 1976. It started off in Brighton, so its whole basis was Britain. And when you think about it, it's kind of amazing it's lasted this long. It's gone through several recessions. It managed to get through the pandemic. So it's kind of like, wow, incredible to think of this. Apparently they are going to continue to trade. So if you want to get stuff, you can still get that. So you don't have to worry about that. The administration went on to say that they had faced an extended period of financial challenges under past owners. Because like I said, the brand was formed back in 1976 by an activist by the name of Anita Roddick and had a very, very clear mission statement. It was all around fair trade, eliminating animal testing, etc. However, it was then bought up in, I believe it was 2006 by L'Oreal. Now, if you don't know anything about L'Oreal, that's totally fine. But they've had a somewhat complicated relationship when it comes to animal testing. And it's been a very dubious one at best. So I think that once they got kind of bought under that umbrella, it may have impacted a lot of the core consumers of the Body Shop who specifically went there to kind of go with their particular ethos. So that may have impacted things. But they also went on to say that it coincided with a difficult trading environment for the wider retail sector. Absolutely, so true. I mean, last year in the UK alone, we saw the end of Wilko, which was a massive, massive surprise to me anyways. So there's been a lot of shops that have been really, really impacted over the last while. But whenever you're talking about something like this, there are always real human people involved because apparently they have 2,500 staff and that's at various roles of administration and even down on the store grounds. So we're talking about a lot of people who are being affected by this entire administration process. But as I said, this administration process seems to be confined just to the UK. It's not affecting anywhere else. And I was kind of looking this up because obviously I'm Irish and Ireland and the UK have always had a really specific trade agreement. So I was wondering if it was going to affect us. But it seems that the Irish branches are okay.
Obviously, this is an evolving story. We'll find out more as the days goes on. But I mean, this is just horrible for everyone who works in the Body Shop. It's such a stressful time for them. I can't even imagine. I hope that there's some sort of a resolution where the people who are involved are being taken care of. Whatever about profits, let's just hope that the people who are working in the stores, etc., are actually taken care of, because we've seen it before where brands go under. Like when Debenhams went under, their workers were not appropriately compensated, and I really, really hope that the Body Shop employees are being taken care of appropriately here. But let me know what you guys think. Is anyone affected by this? It's just really weird to think that such a staple has been affected in this way.